Good evening, everybody. It's August 19th, Sunday. It is officially 3DS XL and New Super Mario Bros. 2 Day. Hope everyone was able to get a copy who wanted it. I'm Gunnar Dine, call me Dine, and welcome to Part 5 of Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. We're going to continue where we left off and return to the Alive Forest. Now that we have Kaeli in our party, we can actually progress through here. Of course, this is the only time in the game where the two characters will have the same weapon equipped. Even though, using the Dragon Claw for a lot of these battles. Unfortunately, Kaeli is strong enough to one-shot these enemies. I shall have to see if Benjamin's strong enough to take out some of these with the Giant's Axe. Good old poison. One of the few things that doesn't heal itself after battle. Now, I actually found a fan-made remake of this game about Friday night, and I spent a good deal of yesterday playing it. Actually made it all the way up to where I am here on the original, but didn't want to surpass my progress. So that's one of the reasons why I'm streaming tonight, so I can make progress on this and then make progress on that again. And I think I will do another Let's Play and do that. I don't know if it's going to be my next one or if I'll do something else in between, because I still want to do Dragon View and Lufia 2 at least. Maybe do some shorter ones with some platformers. They've always been good. That's the nice thing about the Super NES library. There's so many good games that are suitable for Let's Playing. Okay. Seeing as we couldn't talk to the tree without Kaeli, we just have to go back and talk to him now. Just have to get rid of these ghosts. This is probably my personal favorite stretch of game, even though the next dungeon is something my brother and I hated for the longest time. And I'll explain that in the next set of dialogue. Because we made a very stupid yet very hilarious mistake.
Tree? I am no tree. Oh wait, I am. I'll let you through if you can whack the monsters inside of me.
That's also inherently the funniest line in the game. I'll let you through if you can whack the monsters inside of me. If that's the way you want it. So he opens his mouth, we climb into Treebeard here. And here we have our first dungeon that deals with grapple points. One of the bigger uses for the Dragon Claw. And I'm embarrassed to say, but it's also funny to say at this point, my brother and I took that statement literally. We thought we had to kill every single monster in here before we could get through to the next area. And we did it at least 2, maybe 3 times when we ran through this game before I finally decided I'm just going to go for the boss and see if that takes care of it. And it did. Now this is probably the most maze-like dungeon in the game, even though it's not the biggest. And there is another spell in here. One, it's not as useful as Holy, and it's a lot easier to get after you take out the monsters, because you can come back in here when all the monsters are gone and just explore at your leisure. So I just need to try and find the way to the boss. This is also the area in the game where everything pretty much seems to share the same weakness. That especially becomes prevalent in the next dungeon. Or we have to get started hitting the dead ends. I keep forgetting if he's confused. He switches automatically over to Kaeli for the first attack. So I keep attacking the wrong one. Oh well. I keep making that mistake on the remake too. If a character uses an item on himself, it'll automatically target himself, so I would consistently accidentally use items on the wrong guy. I'll talk more about the remake a bit later. Probably during a battlefield, because there are only 2 battlefields left in the game, and I want to do one of them. I want to show both of them on screen. Once before refilling the lake in the area, and once after. Because it is probably the most interesting change in terms of what a battle background will look like. It's actually quite beautiful too. So if you do those battlefields early, you won't get the chance to see it. Nice thing about having 2 axe users, those trees go down in one shot. Okay. Brown chest, we don't need those. Same setup, same solution. Theoretically, Benjamin would hit. Okay, these grapple points are just exactly as they look. Of course, that one's out of reach. We can go south, just switch to the Dragon Claw, push A, and there you go. So we could have a little fun swinging on a chain, swinging from a chain, swinging from a chain. If anyone gets that movie reference, feel free to speak up in the chat room, because I doubt a lot of us would. Well, I'm enough of a geek to definitely know. I'm the one who came with the joke. Okay. Don't quite remember which way to go, so we'll just explore. You don't have to worry about those closed doors. They're very easy to open. Just have a few battles to get through before I can demonstrate this. I don't think the change-up is going to make too much of a difference, even though these enemies really like poisoning Kaeli tonight. Hey, no one can ever complain about a level up. Oh, I didn't go over Kaeli's spell list when she joined yesterday. She's still mostly a white mage, but has the arrow spell. That's pretty much the only spell you need for this whole area, as that's what most of the enemies are weak against. Now with this door, just give it a little poke with your sword, stick it right up its nose there, and there you go. So you just want to get through as little fighting as possible. Let's see which way this goes. Because there are some areas where you have to drop down from a higher floor in this dungeon. It's the 4th time Kaeli's been poisoned tonight. What is with you guys? Did she kill your dog or something? At this point I might as well just stick with magic for everything, since we still have so many seeds available. Okay, dead end, but we do have to get to that guy up there. And since the monster's guarding this vine, it's probably more important than the other one. Someone actually came up with lyrics for the victory theme of classic Final Fantasy victory theme. Okay, there's the treasure chest over there that we want to get later. Since it's guarded by 4 monsters, it's more of a hassle to get than anything right now. I think there was another vine we could drop down from in here. If not, it's not hard to backtrack. Well, we'll just see where this one goes. Yeah, we just ended up back here. So in this case, we'll take the main remaining path. Which that's not it, that's the spell. This guy. Nice clean sweep, drop down the floor, and here we are back here. And yep, this lets us reach a new area. Just grapple to the left, come back up to this first point we couldn't get to, and there you go. Okay, the joke's on me. I didn't think that. I don't remember that would take us around in circles. How dumb am I? Welcome to Dine Plays Final Fantasy Mystic Quest and gets completely lost. Okay, we haven't gone this way yet. Fortunately, this is the last of the maze-like dungeons, too. The rest are pretty straightforward. The one that has a crystal in this area is long, but not really too bad. And of course, there's one in between it, which is fairly large, but not a problem. Okay, we have our first enemies that Kaeli can't one-shot. And I like to counter with poison, so it's double the pain. Fortunately, a little strategy here. Maybe we'll take them out in one shot. Or maybe not. Okay, sorry, Kaeli. See, next time someone's petrified, I'll have to see if life will undo the petrification and fully heal them. It probably will. Like I said, there's so many ways this game is broken. Still probably haven't found them all yet. Quick heal up. Not back out the menu every time. Another dead end. Yeah, so poison toads are poisoned. It's counterintuitive. This thing's gonna be petrified. Oh, that's right, one of Kaeli's strengths is against petrification. Let's take a look at her strengths. She comes equipped with the Relica armor, which again is unique to her, strong against water and stone, and the magic ring protects her against silence. Okay, I've got to find a way to get down there. The way to do that is probably to drop. Aha! I didn't see that grapple point. Okay, making progress. Better than going around in circles, anyway. Okay, come over here. We'll probably need to drop down that vine over there. And since these leeches are weak against axe attacks, we can take them out very easily. Assuming your guys hit. Let's just think about how much fun it was to take out every single enemy a few times. That was... On the plus side, it gave us plenty of experience. On the other side, it really killed the pacing of the game. So this is our least favorite dungeon for the longest time. Fortunately, that ended up changing. I still dislike the lava dome the most, but since we're done with that, no need to complain. Yeah, hide your head in the sand. You shamed your entire family of being destroyed by the hero. And these mushrooms are no problem, you can just whack them with your axe. I don't even know if there's anything up there. I think we can just go along the bottom here. This is what I get for not doing a practice run of the game first. I don't remember where anything is. So, you can call this a half-blind LP. We'll just see what's up here. At least get the goodies here. Okay. Just need to go over one more. I'll take the easy battles, almost free experience. Yeah, hit Benjamin with fire. Now this dungeon has the second to last wizard spell you'll get. The next one has the final helmet. The one after that has probably the best stuff in the game. The final spell and the best sword. So it's definitely worth searching every nook and cranny to make sure you get those, and we will do so when the time comes. Alright. The oozes are fairly annoying. They will reflect magic back at you, so don't hit them with any spells. Quake may be an exception. I'm not going to try it. They take at least 2 hits, even from Kaeli. Drop down. Move on the left. That's probably the most damage anyone's done so far, breaking 3,000. Oh, we're going to top that at the end, I guarantee it. That's one of the most satisfying things to do, is when you see you can break the 10,000 damage limit on this game. There's only one way to do it, but it ends up being very satisfying and very hilarious. Okay, I don't think we need to jump. Down any other vine than this one. Okay, let's try against petrification, but doesn't matter. Yeah, if you guys hit, you wouldn't have taken that extra damage, Kaeli. It's your own fault. This pointless, reduce my stats in battle. Cause they return to normal after the end of the Friday victory and get all the experience once I kill all the enemies and know very sweet victory. It's hard. This song's just too fast. Okay, we're at the upper area, and this should take us back to the 3rd floor where these guys were. We'll be able to cross over to that area we couldn't before. If we take these guys out. These guys definitely know Benjamin's strong against poison. Oh crap. I was hoping to kill that first one and then heal Kaeli. I'll chalk it up to the fail list if I die here. Didn't think so. Yeah, at this rate I'm hosed. Okay. Try again. If you guys would not miss the enemy, it wouldn't be a problem. There we go. Much better victory this time. Now we gotta drop down the wall and catch ourselves. Of course, if you miss, you have to go all the way back around. But this is the right way to go. Give me these leeches over those frogs any day. Toads, really. There is a difference between the two. Oh, good. No level up. Benjamin has broken 1,000 HP. Yep. Oozes and skeletons. Now we just have to make our way to the center. Guys are not strong against petrification. Excellent. Dragon Claw finally gets to be useful. In that case, we'll take a chance and see if we can't get rid of one of these guys. Ouch. Oh boy. Now, seeing as the confusion status revealed their weakness, we might as well just stick with magic against them. One hit kill is always nice, no matter where it comes from. So we need to find our way up to the next level. I think it is this way, you just have to hack around that center column. Well, I'm at full HP. Let's see if Quake gets reflected. I didn't jump 10 levels in an hour. Did you miss part 4? Okay, yep. Quake can be reflected. Severus in the chats has asked, how'd I jump 10 levels in an hour? I did that on the remake, but not on this one. Yeah, I did part 4 Friday morning. That ended up being an hour and a half, too. So. Okay. Made a good choice there. Luck is on my side for the moment. Oh, even better. Excuse me. I need to stop recording right after eating, otherwise I just keep burping like this. Oh well. Given some people use that as the whole crux of some of their jokes, I guess that people are used to it. Now, like a lot of other people, I did pick up a 3DS XL this morning. I figured people would actually line up outside of GameStop and be ready for when it opened. I was the only one there. So I got in and out in about 3 minutes. Picked up the XL and New Super Mario 2, and both of them are already proving to be a very worthwhile purchase. All my 3DS games look so much better on the XL. It's hard to put in words. No, I didn't trade my 3DS for it. I kept my original so I could use it for street passing purposes. I actually have a couple spares I bought cheap off eBay that I used to street pass with my main one, and use that to get through the secret quest and find me too, because you have to do that thing 10 times to get all the hats and such. And since I got those 2 used ones for the price of a single one, I went ahead and got them. It made getting through that so much more tolerable, even though it took about 60 heroes to get through every run of the secret quest. Games like Kid Icarus, Mario Kart 7, and Mario 3D Land, I said on Twitter, they're just absolutely fan-fucking-tastic and how awesome they look on the XL. I'm going to stick with that. Even though I hardly ever swear, I just had to say that. They're a lot smoother. The 3D effect can be summed up as being a lot better, far more immersive. One review I said compared the 3DS and the XL to a peephole versus actually opening the door, and that's a way to agree with them, because that way pretty much your entire visionary focus is on the screen and you're able to see everything, and literally it feels like you're there. That's how much better it is. Well, the only game that I don't use 3D on anymore is Theater Rhythm, and that's mostly because the way I hold my stylus when I'm tapping and basically playing through the game, I end up holding my 3DS at an angle, and since with the 3D you have to look at it straight on, the 3D effect just looks weird on Theater Rhythm the way I play it. Well, when trading your 3DS, you'll probably get about $50 off the XL. Another reason why I didn't trade mine is because they don't let you do the system transfer from the old to the new before they take it, which I think was really stupid, but then again, it's GameStop. Everyone has stories to sell against GameStop. In fact, there was an article someone retweeted on Twitter talking about it being the 10th worst company to work for in America, and all the comments had horror stories. Okay, I think this is the top floor. If not, there's one more. Then we'll just spam arrow. We have plenty of seeds. I'd argue there are already a few must-have games on the 3DS. Of course, not everyone shares the same opinion. I felt that way about Kid Icarus and now New Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay, we're at the boss. So a quick heal up, top everything off. Alright. This guy here is the boss. You can try and poke the back door, but nothing happens. You notice the boss's name is Ghidra. Nice little Godzilla shout out there. And like the Scourgers, he is weak against wind. So this battle is just pretty much spamming arrow. Just gotta get Kaeli topped off and back in action. I should be able to take him out without needing to restore MP. Now he's weak against wind and also uses his own tornado attack. Oh, it gets even better later when you have flying enemies weak against wind. That's the primary reason why you wanted to go get Arrow anyway. I'll put Kaeli on healing duty. I think her magic stat is high. He attacked with 3 heads, even though I only take one of them out. As long as we can stay on top and keep our HP topped off, he'll go down. He's at his final injury stance. 1, maybe 2 more rounds ought to do it. Down he goes. So, along with him, all the monsters in the area disappear. Go up and talk to the tree.
I'm grateful for you for beating those monsters. Allow me to carry you.
So we get a nice view. You may notice the trees spell a message, something kid. I didn't quite see what it was. I actually forgot about that. And if we go back inside, we have to make our way back out. So we'll just pick up that red chest on the way out. Get a few of these chests. Even though we don't need them. And just come here. Go down to this corner here. I forgot about this little room. You have to just cut through more mushrooms. Whack, 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 whack. And as usual, I hit a dead end first. How is the tree walking? Well, it was able to uproot itself and take steps forward. That's another reason why I tried to give it Treebeard's voice, even though I utterly failed that second time. With him, I always have to warm up with
Tree? I am no tree.
and then I try and hold the voice from there. Now, this chest is the Meteor spell. It's an earth-based wizard spell that hits all enemies, and I never really found it useful. And rather than wax through all the mushrooms again, I'm just going to cast eggs and get out of here. And here you have the Kaiji Temple, which is, if I remember correctly, you can't do much in here other than talk to the guy on the cloud. And this is pointless. Captain Mac will tell you about the prophecy. Okay, that's not the dialogue I was thinking of. You can run into him one more time at another temple. I'll try and track him down once we have the Mobius crest. If we come back around here, hidden passage to some cure potions. Thank you for wasting my time, game. Yep, Meteor's Earth Elemental. Of course, you have giant falling rocks, so it makes sense in that regard. Here we have the battlefields that we'll get to one a little bit later. If we come in here, we have our final town, Windia, which is beset by gale force winds constantly. And we don't even know who Norma is, so how are we going to know if we've seen her or not, lady? We come in here, we get the best accessory in the game for only 300 gold. It's cheaper than that battle axe. The Cupid Locket is essential, mainly because we are finally protected against confusion, along with blind and silence. So we don't have to worry about that stinking status ailment anymore. Yep, don't need explosives. Thanks, guy. This little cameo from the Chocobo there is a weather vane. Here we have the guy we were supposed to come into. He's not Dr. Wily, believe it or not. His name is Otto. Excuse me, are you Otto? Later. My daughter Norma went to the tower up north using my Rainbow Road, and a whole bunch of people on go-karts knocked her off. But the powerful wind from Mount Gale broke the road-making machine. Norma's stuck there until the winds died down. And so we're going to take Kaeli's suggestion. We'll be able to go to that dungeon now. But first, a couple of necessary actions to do. We don't need Cure Potion. We do need to stay in the inn. And like the other inns, it is 95 gold. But these guys are nice enough to give us some free treasure. Looking back at the chat on the discussion on Meteor being Earth Elemental, the meteorites themselves, they create the explosion when they impact. They themselves don't explode. And there's the lampshade about the Chocobo. But I didn't program the game. They just set as Earth Elemental, so we'll go with that. Oh, that's the same lady. There's young Bartz from Final Fantasy V before he got his Fear of Heights. Climb up on that roof. Couple of old people. Now she will sell you seeds in this town, but not until after you restore the crystal. Unfortunately, we could have gotten the Mobius Crest before, probably, but since Phoebe accidentally made the tunnel collapse, we can't get back in there. So we'll have to find an alternate way later. And here's one more guy to talk to. Now, how do you pronounce that guy's name? Is it Pazuzu, Pazuzu, something like that? I just know he's the Babylonian god of death. Found that out on TV Tropes, reading up on the game. Now this is actually a northern exit from town, but you can't use it just yet, mainly because it leads into an abyss at the moment. Oh, that infinite symbol on the floor, that's the Mobius Crest. Once we get the matching tablet crest, we'll be able to teleport using it. You can do one of these battlefields and do the next one later. This first one shouldn't be too bad. But in the background it just looks like there's a big chasm in there. That's actually the drained lake. And Captain Mac was sailing around on that lake before where everything got drained. Of course he's still stuck on the cliffside. But we'll get to him later. I still think he was drunk and ran aground. But the Mystic Quest remake is called Mystic Quest Remastered, and the guy made it using RPG Maker. And it follows pretty much the same basic plot of the game. You're the Knight of Prophecy who has to go restore the crystals. It adds a couple of new areas, one that's full of cactars from the classic Final Fantasy canon, and they do have 1,000 needles. Last I went there, I wasn't strong enough to beat them. Other changes include a fully explorable world map, random encounters along with preset encounters when you run into enemies on the map, and you're able to have more than 2 party members. And of course, the party members who join you are also able to gain levels as well. One of the bigger differences is the fact that battlefields have bosses at the end, and they are the most unbalanced fights through the first half of the game because they will slaughter you. I went through nearly all my healing items just trying to kill the second one. But the first one was worth doing, as Benjamin gained about 6 levels from it. But the fire region in that game gave out experience like no tomorrow. I was able to gain about 35 levels before I restored the fire crystal. But that one requires a lot more grinding and a lot more actually buying items. There's also one area that tried to explain the hero's backstory a little bit more. Haha, I'm immune against confusion now. Your spooky laugh is worthless. Shoot, I'm not scrolled down on the chat window. I can't see if there's anything new right now. I'm not going to pause the game to scroll down either. Also, the remake uses probably a different file format for the music, so it doesn't sound exactly the same. It uses the same songs, but they just don't sound the same. So far, it's very well done. It's been a good challenge, even though a lot of battles basically require one person to always use heal potions. But that's every boss fight in Archives Fantasia right there. You have to defend and heal before you can attack every turn. Fortunately, the way the battle system on that is set up makes it possible. One thing's for sure on the remake is Ruben is absolutely broken. He can equip 2 weapons at once and earns both a double and triple attack skill that don't use any MP. All the characters use the classic MP format rather than the point system on this one. Yikes. I wasn't paying attention to my HP. I did not know that we were doing so bad. Trying against those, but the petrification got him. Now let's see how much damage we can do hitting them all. Not enough. Now we get 2 out of 3 from attacking, so no complaints there. Another level up is always good. That's our 3rd one this video. Hit them all. Looks like Ben's faster than all of them now. 2 more to go. Ben gives us more oozes. Oh, I can feel a big burp coming on. That's probably going to unleash any moment now. Maybe. Guess not. That's always the weirdest thing is you feel like you're going to sneeze or you're going to burp, and you keep waiting for it to come and keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. It just never comes. Your own body's just trolling you. Okay, this should be the last set of oozes we have to fight. I don't think they appear in the 2nd battlefield, but I'm not going to worry about them until later. By then, should have weapons strong enough to one-shot them. I didn't burp, I farted. Too much information. Take that, you filthy ooze. Looks like a giant oil slick. Yeah, we already got all the items that are available from Battlefields. These last ones just give experience and gold. Not for the sake of completion, I do them. After all, for people on backloggery, there is a difference between a B and a C. Yeah, if there's anything new being said on the chat, I can't see it right now, so gotta remember next time to scroll, make sure to scroll down so I can see the whole thing. That's better than the echo from the part 2. And if we take a look into the Windhole Temple, there's another little place where you can get some items. No biggie. And that's it. There's that little platform with heal potions. Since heal potions are more useful than cure potions right now, I'm not going to complain. So our next dungeon is Mount Gale. As Otto believes the source of the wind is from up here. This one's fairly straightforward. You can either take the top or the bottom. If I remember correctly, the treasure we want is at the top. I was just seeing if there's a dead end that way or not. So if we stay up here, we should reach it sooner or later. This is the same music that was used on the rope bridge, but since we can't go back that way anymore, you have to come here to hear it. Excuse me. Here's that burp. Well, just say which way we need to go. These water hags, they're probably weak against fire. Let's experiment. And even if they aren't, Kaeli's trying to take them out with arrow. Okay, that is pretty sad, Benjamin. You have their weakness and you can't even take them out. That just shows your magic stats not as high as it should be. Was there anything back this way? Can't go that way, no grapple points. So we'll backtrack again. Since these guys counter, it's better to take them out first, I guess. Or not guess. Yeah, arrow's going to be our primary method of attacking for a while, so hopefully that wind sound doesn't get too annoying. That guy right there is the boss. So that makes this a fairly short dungeon once you get around to him. Now, one thing that kind of annoys me in the remake is monsters love to spam their special moves. So there's a pain fighting water Sahagins and then just using tidal wave after tidal wave after tidal wave. That's one of the balance issues that it has, since the enemies never seem to run out of MP, but you can still take them down, just have to be persistent. We have to swing all the way around to get back to the boss. I don't quite remember where what the helmet is, but it's definitely worth looking for. Hey, Sonic Boom, we haven't seen that in a while. Going in random directions, trying to find my way to the chest and not to the boss first, but given the way these things have been happening, I'll probably find the boss first. I don't need to change weapons, what am I doing? I thought he was starting to sleep. Oh, it doesn't matter. If he's not, he will be soon. Oh, snap. You were asleep! How could you get confused while you were asleep? I guess the spooky laugh would create nightmares. Okay, yeah, I think the chest is up that way. Hey, it's a drain that actually restores HP. And then again, if we'd been the one using it, that would have been a much better situation. Yep, that's it. A little bit off the beaten path, but definitely worth the effort. See if these guys are weak against arrow, like half of everything else in this region. Yep. And here we have the Apollo helm. Looks pretty spiffy. Protects against fire, defense power of 15, so it's a slight improvement over the moon helm, but hey. Oh, I am seeing new things in the chat, but I don't know if they're the most recent one. Yeah, the last things in the chat are, wait, more than 2, and LOL so broken. So I don't know if there's anything more than that. Now what the heck, I'm going to pause the game just for a sec so I can see what's going on. Okay. Okay, now I'm seeing this thing. Just passing, no, the game is not scary. It's a fairly cliched RPG. Very, very easy game. Fairly standard RPG title. But it is fun. People say it's a bad game. I say if it's fun, who cares? And I just gave my end credits review right there. That's what I was going to say after beating the game. Now, but in the end, the game's probably a little too cartoony to be scary, even though you have to save the world. But to this day, I don't know what the sprite the boss has is supposed to represent. We'll see what he actually looks like in a moment. And next time I stream, I'll just have to put the whole chat in view to my checklist of what to do at the beginning. Mute the playback of the broadcast, mute my phone, all that good stuff. Okay, we're ready for the boss, so we'll Top off MP.
So you're the one who's draining the Crystal of Wind's power.
No, it's Pazuzu! But you'll never meet him! I just pick voices at random for some of these guys. And like everything else, this guy's weak against wind. I'm 95% sure. But he's faster than Benjamin, so I'm gonna put Kaeli on healing duty. And I guess the sprite for the Dullahan here is supposed to represent his horse. Okay, he's not weak against wind. So let's have a little fun to see what he's weak against. We'll get to see Meteor in action at least. See if Arrow's stronger than Kaeli's axe at least, too. Okay, 717. So yeah, the falling rocks and the falling fireballs, it's fairly damaging. Let's see how well white compares to it, since white's not elemental. Okay. And that is what we need Tristram for. He's the only one who's immune against Doom attacks. Fortunately, both characters have life. I was saying Meteor has the weirdest sound effect in the game. He's losing his horse! We're killing horses! My dog perked his head up and looked at me, because he's a shepherd and absolutely loves horses. So whenever we're out on a walk or a ride, he sees them, he'll go up and sniff them. He's hanging out in my room again. You killed my horse! You have made me very angry! Now that I think about it, those eyes do kind of have a Marvin Martian-ish look on them. He also kind of looks like a Dark Knight version of Ultraman. Just the way his armor's colorized for some reason. Out of magic. Since Kaeli is faster, I'll keep her on healing duty. This guy won't last much longer. And I spoke right on time. So we have nothing to do. But Otto was right about one thing. Even though that guy was not draining the Crystal of Wind, the strong winds were coming from Mount Gale here. So fortunately, we are able to move on. Back to Windia for a quick heal. Get our free items for staying over. And before I go talk to Otto, I'm gonna go buy some more C's just for the heck of it. I'm always paranoid about running out of items and such, even though I still have like, what, 40? And the final dungeon is a marathon, so it's best to have them for that. This is the wrong house. Okay, now the lady who sells them went back outside right here. So we'll buy some more. There's almost no point in using money for anything else at this point, since we bought all the accessories and such from the people who sell them in each town. If we go talk to Otto...
The wind has suddenly stopped. I'll try to make the Rainbow Road. Hopefully there won't be any go-kart races on this time. Those stupid things and their red shells and their starman always falling off. It worked! Otto, we're going to save Norma and the crystal! Wait! In the tower, you'll see switches on even-numbered floors. Flick the switches with your axe. Then the elevator won't go past that floor.
And that is sound advice, because we actually have to... actually have to corner the boss before he'll finally fight us. And there's the Rainbow Road. It doesn't look as good on an emulator as it does on an actual TV. And here we have Pazuzu's Tower. And here's Norma. Are you Norma? I was so afraid no one would find me, but now I can go home. Your dad's waiting for you. She's happy. She jumps like the dolls in Final Fantasy IV. After coming here, we can sneak around at least this first group of enemies. And there's Pazuzu right there. This is a short dungeon. And like everything else, Gardas are weak against wind. As long as we act first, no, not a problem. Hi, Kaeli. Nice to see you're blind.
I was waiting for you, little beast!
You were waiting for me, you flea. That's my attempt at sounding like a giant bird. Now we have no choice but to go this way. Here we have the Beholders. And like their cousins the Gatherers, they will reflect magic back at you. But they're weak against bombs, so we get to put the Mega Grenades to one more use. Those are talented birds. They're just sitting there in midair, not hovering or anything, just in complete stasis. Of course, we know the Super NES wasn't able to show them both floating up and down along with land-based enemies at the same time. Established that last time. And not counting the final dungeon, this one is definitely the longest. I was actually half tempted to cut off the video and start the next part at the beginning of this, but it wouldn't feel complete that way. I did that with the Aquaria region and figured, well, since I can go as long as I want, effectively, there's no more video living on YouTube, I'll just keep going until a good stopping point. Either a good stopping point until my voice goes out. I didn't bring a water bottle down with me. That's probably the one thing I've forgotten more often than anything else when I start, is to have some water nearby. I'm not used to speaking for long times.
Ah! You can't catch me! Ah!
Had to throw in the parrot sound just for the heck of it. No, I don't think there's anything that way. And here we have some new enemies. Looks like those sphinxes back from the ice pyramid. Manticores. First thing to do, see if they're weak against wind. Oh, not good enough. Well, we'll go ahead and hit him again anyway. Just to finish off the battle. Being blinded only affects normal attacks, except for explosives. Explosives will never miss. Easier to cure. I'm going to save my state simply because I just nearly used exit there. And that would have sucked. And as established, the Chimera is also weak against wind. Literally what you do is you climb to the top of the tower and then make your way back down, flipping the switches that Otto told you about. Actually, there are times I wonder if blind even makes a difference, because these guys can't hit the broadside of a barn some days. That's one of the reasons why I got that game over earlier. I kept missing. Excuse me. Another good burp. These guys know to hit Kaeli. She's not strong against him. Stop making me waste my heal potions! She's still able to retaliate. I've been keeping track for a little bit. She's hit 2 out of 3 times when being blind. Okay, 50-50 at the moment. As long as they keep using the blind flash, they won't do any actual damage. And of course they start attacking after that first round. Okay, she's 3 for 5 now. Yep, one item. And some more new enemies. Mages and more Dillahans. Now, will she get the chance to attack? She will not. I don't think there's anything over there. I think these guys are weak against fire. I don't remember what the Sphinx is weak against, either fire or thunder, back in the Ice Pyramid. Okay. Completely wrong spell. There we go, weak against water. Those are sadistic snowmen. They're smiling at being able to kill enemies. With each of these stretches of staircases, we take out the same enemies. See, whenever I see that snowman, I can't help think of Mallow from Super Mario RPG. He wasn't a snowman, he was a frog! He says so himself! Thank you, Benjamin, for attacking before they could. Makes life much easier. Oh, a snowy skill. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember it now. It's just been so long since I played the game. I have to restore Ben's HP along with a little healing after this. Restore his HP, I mean his MP. So we'll just go ahead and have him do the healing. Alright. It's about 4 or 7. So we gotta start making our way back down after this. Since we haven't run into these guys yet. They're sorcerers. And since we're at the top of the tower, it has a nice little roof background there. But, like most everything else, these guys are weak against wind. They won't even get a chance to attack. Okay, she's 3 for 6, still at 50-50 chance. There's anything up here? Yep. Yeah. Plow through some enemies. So let's see if these Thanatos are weak against wind. Unlike the Dullahan. Okay, easy battle. So we'll just blow through these enemies. Pun intended. Since it wasn't very bad. Okay, 4 for 7. Yeah, I'm going to assume blind just makes it a 50-50 hit rate, and we'll go from there. I don't even need to heal her, we're going to be using magic. Okay, take the sorcerers out first next time. Okay, there's no reason to go down, we just have to go head to those stairs. More enemies decide to get in our way. Silence hasn't worked on me for 3/4 of the game. You're wasting your turns. And we're both strong against water, too. You guys are pathetic minions. Oh. Darn memory. Cursor memory. Need to remember to refill Kaeli's MP after the next battle. Whether or not she hits bottom doesn't really matter. Anything down here? I don't think so. I didn't mean to touch him, but... When I think about treasure, I touch monsters. Well, since we came this way, we'll look this way. Aha! That's actually a good thing we turned this way. Okay, Nagas. The Lamias were weak against Thunder, so let's give that a try. And as usual, test wind. Okay. Thunder it is. I'll let Kaeli get her beauty sleep to finish this battle. Seeing as she only has one spell left. Not the cure! Okay, this chest has the Flare spell, the most powerful spell in the game, even though it's fire elemental, so of course anything strong against it won't be harmed as much as White or Meteor. It will come in very handy for the boss. Probably didn't need to refill Benjamin's, but I did anyway. Okay, as Otto mentioned, there's a switch we want to hit. And it's either along the center or on one of the sides. Now Kaeli realized she's taking too many naps. So it's Benjamin's turn to take a break. Now I can see how you can inflict confusion while a person's asleep, but how could you inflict silence with a song? Okay, now they're doing something that actually hurts. Okay, so what, number 8? Yep. Okay, I'm not going to count anymore. It's just 50-50 chance on if they're blind. Okay, yep. So we just need to flip this switch. And we need to come back around here to take the larger staircase. So, more battles. Come on, Kaeli, wake up. Don't put the battle for once against these things. So I'm missing and 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 missing. Critical hit and a petrifying her. Have there been any battles against these things where Kaeli does not fall asleep first? Another enemy that uses his own weakness. I guess that's them trying to say you'll never figure out what it is, even though we just tell you indirectly. More arrow goodness against these sorcerers. Before they use Quake, guys, you should be faster than they are by now. They only got the second one before Kadak. after fighting those guys. Well-established pattern by now. Okay, I'm calling it Sleepler on Kaeli. I think that's confusion. Yep. No! Good! Hopefully we'll run into some new enemy patterns in the next area. That's also one of my complaints about the remake, is the preset enemies are always the same in a given area. I don't know if he plans to change that or not, but the remake itself is at the version 1.7a. Okay. New enemies. Well, new enemy patterns, not new enemies. Kaeli's a talented spellcaster. She doesn't even need to look where she's aiming. Yeah, let's see how well all targets will take them out. Oh, Kaeli, I bet you didn't even see that coming. At least it was good enough to take them all out. Oh, there's a potion, so I backed out. Oh, excuse me. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am Henry the Eighth, I am. I'm sick of running into the same battle group. Was that number 2 or number 3? No, number 3, thank you. Oh, more new gargoyles. I think this is also the room that has the best sword in the game. Now single target should be enough, assuming these guys are weak against wind, which I'm fairly sure they are. And they are. What hit me? That's exactly what their face is saying. Yeah, you think you're so big because you can float and use Quake against us and won't harm yourself. Well, guess what? We're just going to blow you down. Now, do they have wings on their heads, or those just pointed ears, or a weird hairstyle? More deja vu. Second round's beginning exactly the same as the first. Okay, the switch is over there, down the middle here, but if we come to the right, we'll find a very well-guarded chest once we get past these guys. And usually only one enemy on each side will be guarding it, so this must be a very important treasure. They're not going to let it go without a fight whatsoever. Is that going to stop us? Not at all. Oh, so the confusion cured Kaeli's blindness. Okay. Didn't think so. Different enemies, same tactics. Unless they cure themselves. This will give them one round. Yep. And here we have Excalibur! The best weapon in the game. Attack power of 207. Even though it doesn't inflict any statuses, it will be our primary weapon for the rest of the game. And it's about time, too, because we have not had any use for swords for more than one dungeon before, up to this point. Even though the Dragon Claw can still inflict status ailments, I prefer to stick with Excalibur. There's a lot of enemies in the final dungeon are strong against petrification, so you just want to hit them as hard as you can. The switch should be up this way. Nope. Couple more gargoyles and we'll get a chase Pazuzu and do another corner. I may end up accidentally intertwining between Pazuzu and Pazuzu, because I just... Okay, the switch is on the left side. But we'll talk to him anyway. And might look at those brown chests.
Aha! You can't catch me! I said the same thing last time!
Now, is that coming out as more of an eagle sound or just a parrot? Varus is just laughing, so it was funny either way. Okay. I'm tempted to redo the voice that I gave to the guy who gave us the mega grenades, but that just made me laugh so hard. I don't know if I want to do it again. But I think after this, we'll finally have Pazuzu cornered and be able to fight him. We just have to get to him. Slight change up in enemy formation. We have a beholder joining them. This will be over in 2 rounds anyway. Yeah, I said I'd stop keeping track, but my mind is calculated anyway, so she's at 5 of 9. Okay, same pattern. Need to change weapons. Use Blizzard. Not use Light, use Arrow. My autopilot's malfunctioning. Oh, 6 of 10. She's over 50%. Also, another thing on the remake is enemies will drop items, and they will drop plenty, but at the same time, you have to use a ton to stay alive. So, in the end, it kind of balances out. You do still have to buy a lot of healing items, especially when Ben's on his own. Because even though you can have more than 2 people in the party, he still has the stretches of being alone. And we get to see Excalibur in action. And it didn't miss on the first attack. I think Kaeli's physical attack is still a little bit stronger, but at this point, it doesn't matter too much. In fact, the only time I plan to do regular attacks against any more bosses is when they put up magic barriers. Actually, let's go back up here and see if we can see the top. No. Now we'll take a gamble on if the switch is up here or not. Adding to your numbers isn't still going to change the fact that we're going to... Adding to your numbers isn't going to change the fact that we're still going to kick your butts, monsters. And there's Kaeli taking her usual noggin nap. Usually don't all get to attack first. This game's trolling me again. Thank you, I will strike first. And for lucky, we'll be able to act before Kaeli gets blinded again. Yeah, that's just got to hurt. The guy's eye swells big time, and then the lava grenade in it. Okay. Switches on the other side, so more battles. At least 5 more from what I was looking at. That was one nice thing about the remake, is with the random battles, you were able to run away from ones you didn't want to fight. On this, you're stuck. You have to plow through them every time. Well, Kaeli's probably going to get put to sleep anyway, so try to heal her first. Oh, they actually went after Ben first. Okay, try this again. Got 1 down at least. And 2 down. Almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. The larger dungeons on this game do get old after a while. That's one of the downsides of the final dungeon, even though it returns you to basically the main 4 areas of the game, it still doesn't change the fact that you're fighting 4 more bosses and all the enemies associated with them. Fortunately, those those repeat bosses won't be too much of a problem. I don't think I've ever had any trouble fighting any of them. We'll get to that when they come. Get to fighting them when they come. Get to fighting them when they come. That's not even close to the lyrics of She's Coming Around the Mountain. We'll get around to fighting them when they come. There we go. Closer, but not good enough. Okay. Yeah, put this last spell to good use. Kaeli's just frozen in place there. Okay, I've got enough magic to get through. Should be able to get through without healing too. Now, given the length of this region and the dungeons, I'd say this definitely makes up for more than makes up for how short of a time we had Kaeli with us at the beginning of the game. She ends up being the one who was with you for, I'd say, the second longest overall, since she's not the one who comes with us to the final dungeon. Okay, and if we go back down to the first floor here, we'll have come full circle. Swing back around. Sneak behind the pillars and the enemies. And looks like we have to find Pazuzu again. He should be cornered wherever he is. Now, since we likely won't have to fight any more enemies between then and now, heal up now. And just see where he is. I was thinking he'd go back to the first floor. He usually does. So now we just gotta climb back the whole tower and search. He's probably on the top floor. He's on the 5th floor here. If he is, that's just going to require more fighting. Nothing else to it, just have to go and fight him. That hole right there is the top of the elevator shaft. Yeah, he's on the 5th floor. So let's find our way over to that spot. I'm going to try going down to the 4th and then taking some stairs up, just to try and avoid the enemies. It's probably not going to work, but a lot of directors of movies would intentionally do this, just to pad out some scenes. Is there a staircase up? Yep. And hopefully only one battle. There he is right there. And I probably didn't need to come all the way around here, it looks like.
Right there. There's arrow. Right there. You hoser. Crap. Should have taken the direct approach when I was on that floor the first time. Now, sorry about that, guys. That was totally my fault. If I wasn't doing this live, I'd be able to cut this part out, but can't do much about that. Fortunately, this is where not having random encounters helps, as long as I'm able to backtrack. I think there's a grapple point to the back. Yes, good. Come on, Benjamin, just get out your shield and surf down the stairs. Be like Legolas. Okay, this way. Okay. Get out of my way! We have some business with your master. If you're not going to move, we're just going to spam you to death with magic. Covering your face isn't going to do anything, silly birds. Yeah, I'm going to have to heal up and use more seeds. Oh well. Now, this boss fight is long, but I think it's one of the more epic ones in the game, so I feel it's pretty much worth it to get this far. Of course, once you're done with the tower, you're fully done with the tower. Don't have to come back here again. Okay, seeds right there.
Playtime's over! Prepare to meet your doom! And you can forget about Captain Mac!
So this guy takes after his minions. He's weak against wind. But for the most part, one person's going to be attacking, the other one's going to be healing. Especially during the time when he brings up his magic shield. Ouch. There's a critical hit. It's making life miserable for me some more. So that's the reason why Kaeli's on healing duty. This guy's faster and has harder hitting spells. And yet, on this round, we're suddenly faster than he is. But that Psych Shield will repel magic, and despite that, he gets a second turn, so we're back on physical attacking duty. And there are times when you can risk having both of them attacking. So Psych Shield is down, we can hit him with arrow again. You putz! I think this guy has the second most HP out of any boss in the game, about 25,000. Final boss has 40,000.
one thing I noticed about Pazuzu's injury sprites, they usually tend not to change until the side shield changes between up or down. So it just makes him look like he's trying to hold on for that much longer. I'll take the damage over petrification. Let's just go ahead and use flare so we can see that in action. Make sure I select the right choices. And flare's even stronger than wind against him, so what was I doing? Double attack here. Oh, excuse me, that was a good one. Couldn't hold that one down. Yep, he's looking a little weaker. But this guy does not give up until the very end. He's probably the most defiant of bosses when it comes to what his injury sprites look like. He does not give up until the very end. Let's go ahead and risk it. Alright, topped off. And yep. Even though he's trying to support himself with one arm, his face is just saying, oh no, this is my last stand. I am not going to go down without a fight. And he is down with Excalibur. It explodes in great glory. We take the elevator, get a free ride back to the top of the tower. No more fights. And with that, we have restored all 4 crystals and the world is saved. So roll the end credits. I said roll the end credits. Well, I guess not. I'm still in control. So we have the Sky Coin. That'll open the last door in the Focus Tower. Once we get back there, which won't be for a little bit. But given that we've already cleared this whole region, I'm going to call that good for now. And we'll see you guys on the next part. Thanks for tuning in. I'd say this project will probably take 2, maybe 3 more videos before we're done with the game. So we'll stream again in a day or 2. See you guys then. Thanks for watching.